It's been a 6-hour trial.
December 30th. 9 hours, 41 minutes. AM. District Court.
36 seconds.
Defendant Lobby, number 5. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, sweeties.
You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
See? Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here. Have a glass of milk. Have some milk.
May I offer you some milk in these trying times? Regina!
Ah!
My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today.
Of course I did. Molly told me that I should come and watch this.
Moe said that.
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't,
Yeah, she's like definitely int one, my guy.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Moe?
Top of the morning to you, Governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Have some milk.
Oh my, thanks.
He's lactose intolerant, isn't he?
So how are you today, right?
Well, for some reason, everyone wants to give my client milk.
Bro.
Huh? You think he did it?
Careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes. That's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
The sky is simply too dark for that. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
Again.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Wakama, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
It always does.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. Explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe.
Oh no.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
But he can't stand.
Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Birds.
What? He got a third bird? A third?
A third.
Name and occupation.
And Inkling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay.
Birds.
It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like.
I'd like to point out he doesn't have a wheelchair by his bed.
To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Ellipses.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
You can't press him.
You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
Bird.
I have never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains.
Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers.
Sometimes.
The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room was on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes,
And you said you were resting in bed,
that is correct.
but you were still able to hear a sound from outside?
Was indeed.
Pressing echo doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now.
Not really.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Are you sure it was a human being? Could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure.
Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible.
You have no need to mince words with Mr. Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth. Just as if you were there that night. Just as if we were there with you that night.
Believe it was a human.
Wait for it.
The light in your room was turned off then?
That's true. I was going to bed, after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window.
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. Convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there's something fishy with his
Now
ears.
there's a contradiction.
Are you
You
certain?
can show him Max's big bust.
No. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Let's make sure. Let's ask the witness. Ow! Objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Okay, so I think this is a case of the game knows you're onto something, you're just not poking the right spot.
Oh no. Not this again. Oh no! Huh. Hey, I just thought of something.
What?
Can you look through the evidence again? Wait, go back, I just want to read the things. Back. Left. Ah!
The hat?
Look at the hat. Found at the crime scene.
What about it?
If it was found at the crime scene, how would he have seen in a silhouette of the hat?
Oh shit.
What do you
The
mean?
silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
It's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats?
No.
No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model. Made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Order! Order!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
grudge against Max? I don't know. Huh. I mean, the real reason is because Von Karma told him to.
Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, you accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you actually serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Choo-choo. Bird.
He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation?
Don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client, but to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things?
But you did leave the lodging.
See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Phoenix is a poopy head! See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this situation. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. Don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Who would happen to be Acro's accomplice?
The monkey!
The monkey! You don't say! Oh, this is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you... Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own What a splendid accomplice! I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice?
Now you show the bust.
Are you certain, Doru?
No, but that's all I got.
Oh. no. Quack, help.
I'm still certain. I'm still saying that it's the bust. Because it was taken the morning of the thing. The morning of the murder.
No, the statue was taken like 5 days beforehand. The note was like...
Oh yeah, but the monkey takes things. Monkey take thing.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking persuasive power.
No, of course he didn't. That's what I said originally.
Oh, so don't?
Yeah.
What?
Haha! Yeah.
If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingling?
In his room.
You nuts. What say you, Mr. Dingling?
Ellipsis. It's an interesting theory.
That's it.
Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness here stated, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. Seems you... Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
Show him the note. Show him the note. All you can lose is blue bars.
But we need the blue bars.
Well, we don't. Present the evidence, coward, chicken. Show her the note. The note he placed telling the ringmaster to be there at 10 p.m.
It's not time yet.
It's always time.
What? What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Fuck.
The note.
The bust. It's quite a large bust, and because it is life size, is also very, very heavy. Heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See?
Even the birds are scared.
This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Localized had a lot of fun with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Order. So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? Well, a simple crime. Even if he were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Birds.
Well,
Twilight now.
Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. Ow.
Ow!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? What karma? He's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense's version of the murder, the prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't you see things my way once in a while?
Just with me again.
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we will need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems, however. Let's all be respectful towards him.
thank you.
Ah, that will almost sink to any low to win a case.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head.
But you did.
Thus it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It is impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking.
What is your opinion of the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. I need my Doritos.
Doritos.
I suppose I could have rebooked the entire testimony.
Have you ever lifted up the bust before?
No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this.
Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before?
Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingley.
Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope.
You don't say.
But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything.
Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, how did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden?
I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear.
Why is that?
Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet.
So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window? How long do you think your recovery will take?
You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%.
That reminds you of another important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. Why do you say it would be impossible?
Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window? Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head.
Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe think it's sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. It does make sense. If only approved somehow.
You can.
Hidaka knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down.
I've already explained things sufficiently.
Oh, no. Not yet. Not yet. You gotta...
If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all.
If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there is no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head.
So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Mako was strong enough to lift up the bust.
No. Wait. Go back one. There you go. Now you can show the note. Because he does know the location of the ringmaster's head. What?
Because, like, that doesn't mean he has the exact aim.
That just tells them where the ringmaster would have been, not where his head was.
The cards are reflective!
Eh?
The cards are shiny, so they have to be reflective, right?
It would reflect what was behind him, though.
Oh. Not if you angled it right.
Question. Can you look at the evidence again? I want to see the box. Why was the box there?
I don't fucking know.
Can you go back to the picture of the guy lifting up the box real quick? Or on the box, rather?
He could have dropped it on Doc Ringmaster's head when he was over the box. If you put a box out there, I mean, somebody's gonna want to bend over to look at it.
Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I might add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling, how about you show some evidence? But I did such a good job at hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
The key point is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the Ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the Ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there'd be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
Oh!
Order, this is unbelievable. Finally, my bullshit is working. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wood box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow. I'm gonna whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow. The Ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made! Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature.
The weight. Or the size, one of the two.
I mean,
Maybe the size.
why else the weight? Why else would the weight have been, like, pointed out?
I don't know. Maybe the size of the box, I don't know.
The box had a remarkable weight. According to the court records, it weighs 20 pounds. Just lift up this wooden box we've required. Oh, I see. We'll have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That's correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down.
Yeah.
Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool. Where is he getting these birds? Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've
heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
The judge said calmly.
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
Yep.
Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you?
Peck.
Well, have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
The monkey!
Monkey!
You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright explained that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, definitely have a problem here. There's no place to get perplexed. Monkey!
Monkey.
A monkey.
A monkey!
Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?! But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should look at the... Put the
Whip down and look at the court records.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum. Platinum?!
Which is very shiny.
What?
Why
Acro.
do you expect cards?
Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Oh.
I said order, Miss Von Comma. Where is the bust in question at this moment? Yeah, I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is rather strange to events. Let's say the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acker saw a mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Yes.
Moron. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't be so flamboozled! Especially by this fraud of an attorney! Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know! You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted to see the crime. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. It's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, I'll repeat you now. Give him a chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people that seen the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Who was the murderer the clown saw? It's the bust. He saw Max. Ow. Ow. Gold contrary, mine frere. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking? That's silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It'd be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust! Just wait a moment now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The questions of the element of importance, don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. Tell me, Mr. Wright, who put the cloak on the bust?
Didn't the Ringmaster go out there in Galactica's cloak?
He did.
Yeah. Maybe he put the cloak on it. Or the cloak just happened to come apart off onto the bus. I don't know, I'm grasping at straws here. But I do think it might be the Ringmaster. I'd save.
Yeah. I can't.
Oh. Why did you say...
Because I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Billy Bob Jones.
Guilty. Fuck.
Oh no, here we go again! Oh no.
At least now you can zoom through it knowing the right things to do.
You have to press him.
Right.
You have to press him.
Blah 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 blah.
Hey, you trained for this? Against Tokamak?
Yes. Blah 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 blah. Stop flexing your bird animation that takes like 10 seconds.
It's only, I think, the second most Aura Farm bird animation in the series.
The second most.
No, the other one I'm thinking of is not birds. Never mind. Yeah, this might be first. There's some good bird animations, though.
Although the other one is clown related.
Yeah, Moe isn't even the most Moe clown in the series.
There's like 3 or 4 different clowns in this series.
Yep.
Bird.
I love that you can't skip it.
Where's
Why
my?
did you skip Bird?
Where?
It's like the
Everyone loves
Katana
Bird.
death animations.
Present evidence. First. Look at this photograph. Ample bust. Objection! Ah.
I hate this case so much.
Yeah, they fucking.
They just let her get away with whipping people. And when they say something she doesn't like.
That's my problem with the game at large.
Yeah.
Like the game of Medium.
It is the middle entry.
You know the location. It's the box. Hold it. Bird. Back one. Yeah. Box. Box. Or crime scene photo.
Yeah.
Nah.
Bop, bop, bop. Yeah.
Trap.
Fool! Bird!
They fucking hide the culprit behind the literal last exploration day. It's like, yeah, no shit, it's weird and confusing because they're fucking obscuring, like, the one guy you need to know exists to be able to solve it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Scrap.
Shut
I'm
up.
literally disabled and an acrobat.
I remember. Monkey.
Look at the fucking monkey.
Your Honor, he's clearly using these birds to stall for time.
God, I wish you could play.
It's only illegal when a defense attorney does it.
It's like, why do I need to prove who is guilty? I'm the defense!
Well, if he didn't do it, then who did?
It's not right.
And we gotta punish somebody.
That's the detective's job!
Where the fuck is
Guilty.
Gumshoe? Gumshoe was in on it. He didn't figure out who did it.
Moron. Bop, bop. Wow.
Who was the
The
murderer the
bust.
clown saw? It was the fucking bust, dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, well, whip that out of me. finally. Here we go.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
He's wearing a cloak. Oh, he caught me.
Who put the cloak on the bus?
The ringmaster.
Him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry. That's what I'm saying. The victim placed the cloak on the bust. Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. I would like to know what pieces Phoenix is putting together here. Because I don't fucking see it. So you want to know what really happened last night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than ventriloquist's puppet Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. That's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, you wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It cannot be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet.
You can turn about to Big Top in a nutshell.
The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. What the fuck is this case? And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you.
Bird. Go peck his eyes out.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now?
So?
What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright,
It means nothing here.
the prosecution brings up a good point. Do you have a weapon? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual. A contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get this out of there. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Maybe it's the hat.
It's not the note. Try again.
Probably the hat. Peck. Peck, peck. Because they found the hat at the birder scene. But Moe saw the hat.
I'll present the hat
Gotta be
then.
the hat.
3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Yeah, they were a problem, weren't they? Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Moe's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these. Do you ever shut up?
No, talking is his job.
I need this as a screenshot. Hold up.
Are you screenshotting it?
Yep.
I see. Okay.
Max's hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Moe said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Moe saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try to explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick?
Yeah, I can.
Of course.
Focus backwards.
I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the incident when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the red roses?
Bop, 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 bop.
That fucking animation. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Hang on, hold up. And we're back. People peeking into the room, and I was at least fast enough to pause the footage. Which explains why Moe did not see them. The white roses were not visible, because they were on the back side of the bust. Order. Order!
Order.
This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Another immaculate screenshot. Just gonna grab that too.
Yeah. Can't have too many.
No, I gotta get this balanced right. There we go. There we go.
Yeah. You got it. Hee hee.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe on Karm will finally throw in the towel. Oh no, she got the finger wiggle. He got the bird.
Go, peck out his eyes.
Well, so much for that theory.
Right. Do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that... Is there something making you think that I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster.
They covered up his brother's murder.
Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship. We do. There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. The motive, huh? However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess.
Ellipsis.
This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be
More like Rosara.
continued. Save. We should probably cut this footage here.